Hi everyone, my name is Ein, and last time I got a chance to intern at Amazon Web Services in their headquarters too in Arlington, Virginia. And my intern project was about expanding System Manager command line package and building a CloudWatch metric system for AWS System Manager agents. The motivation behind my development was I was trying to deal with the challenges that my team was facing. First of all, direct modification of the configuration file is required to set log levels and runtime config. So basically what it means is that when you need to change, to modify the settings of your application, you need to open the text that define how your application is running and then edit on that text directly, which can lead to misconfigurations in case you have a typo or you just accidentally delete something, and that could be very detrimental for your application. On the other hand, our application, we have no performance metrics that we can see. There's no tool to collect those performance metrics for the core application. And then if the customers, they want to see those numbers, they need to use the logs for monitoring these numbers. And my intern project solutions was I introduced 3 automated configuration adjustment commands into this package I just mentioned, and I developed a metric system for the core application. The most important technical thing I learned during my internship is definitely get a chance to be exposed to AWS services. AWS is the most demanding cloud services in the world. It took the largest share in terms of cloud computing. So be able to learn these things and see how it works internally is definitely very helpful for me. And I know there are a lot of companies out there are hosting their website, hosting the application on AWS. So it's definitely going to set me apart for my career. And I got to learn about Go programming languages, which is a language introduced by Google. And then I got to learn about multi-threading and Go routines, which make this language stand out among all other programming languages. And this is super fast as well. And I got to see what is the reason why my team decided to have the whole code base in this specific language. And definitely operating system also very important to learn how to run command on different OS. And the most important non-technical thing I learned during my internship is about problem solving. When I first came to my internship, I got an assignment from my mentor, and it's a super short statement. He was saying, can you build a system so that we can see resource metrics on CloudWatch? And then, this is such a vague statement that I didn't really understand what he meant at the time. And I felt overwhelmed about that. I was kind of clueless when I was trying to navigate my way through the final solution. And I learned that I need problem solving to deconstruct his assignment, his idea into multiple subtasks. And I know that my assignment was not a singular task that I can complete in just one day. I need to learn about what language I would be using, what AWS services that I will have to collaborate with, and what API call I need to use in my specific situation. And after I compiled all of those into a proposal, I was able to get better feedback from my mentor and my manager and my team members as well. So and then the thing that I'm most proud of during my internship and why I am proud of this accomplishment. Definitely, I was able to contribute a lot of codes to the code base. I got more than 20,000 lines of code into the code base, both the test for the code that I wrote and also new code into the code base. And now I'm super confident about my knowledge about AWS services. I can talk a lot about virtual machine, which is, AC2, very well-known AWS services. And I know how to use storage and then how to make necessary and, essential API calls for my application. And I got to learn about, I'm super proud of right now. I can see how the code is deployed internally, how people write unit tests to make sure that their code just works first locally, and then they write integration tests to make sure that the code can interact well with all other components. And then we can look at the pipeline and see how the stage each stage of development during the life cycle of deployment of our code. And definitely, I think most people when I come ask me, what did I do to get an internship at AWS, which is a very big company, big tech company. I could say try to focus a lot more on lead code. Try to make sure that you can master data structure and algorithms, which is taught in CSC 236, very important class. So make sure that you go to the class and understand the material. And when you come back home, really do the homework and master all the topics that mentioned in the class. And beside the lead code, which is going to be asked during your interview, you need to make sure that you have some impressive project that it actually means something. Class project is normally fine, but maybe the recruiter, your hiring manager may look beyond that. So you need to make sure that you put something, you really work on a project that interests you, and it has a benefit to the community and the society in general. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for your time listening to me. And I have my contact information on the poster, so feel free to connect with me either on GitHub, LinkedIn, and also have my email as well. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.